New Call of Duty's been out for about a month now, and I've been grinding it pretty hard. I've been playing COD since 2007 and COD 4, and I remember coming home from school every day and just obsessing over it. I would just play it non-stop. Like, Call of Duty was like the only game I would play. From 2007, probably like 2013, like it was like my most played game every year. I'd always get the CODs. I'd always beg my parents to give me the CODs. Like, I just wanted to play them. All my friends played it. It was like the game to play for years. Specifically, I play mostly zombies in COD. I haven't played multiplayer in a really long time. Zombies has always been the biggest draw for me. I've loved it. I've played it since World at War and just never ever fell out of touch with it. I played every game that came out. I even played Vanguard. I didn't play all of Vanguard, but I bought Vanguard to play the zombies, and I regret it because Vanguard was terrible. I did buy it. Yeah. So speaking specifically on the side of zombies, I believe everything from World at War to BO3, even BO4, I'd say BO4, is real solid. It goes from just some good fun to just like the absolute peak of the game mode. I think Black Ops 3 really hit the nail on the head with all of its systems. All of its maps are so perfectly designed. There isn't a bad one in the lot. Think what you want about Zetsubo no Shima if you played it, but like, I like the map. I used to not, but nowadays looking back at it, it's definitely great compared to some other ones. Some real stinkers. Also, just as throwing in an honorable mention, I fuck with Infinite Warfare Zombies. I fuck with it pretty hard. I love that game. I still haven't beat Mephistopheles. I can't. I suck. I can't beat him. I don't have like cracked enough weapons. But going back on topic for specifically the Black Ops games, I'm seeing Black Ops 3 as basically the gold standard, and everything needs to hit that bar, or at least attempt to hit that bar, for me to think like, oh yeah, this is actually like fun and innovative. I mean, I can get on like World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 and just like play and just chill. Like, it's a completely different vibe when you're playing it. But like, playing Black Ops 3 and having all of like the side objectives and like the buildables and everything that's just been refined, the gobblegum system, it all just flows so well into actually playing it. And ever since that game came out, I feel like Treyarch's been trying to recapture that magic. I think when they made Black Ops 4, they tried to do something a little bit more innovative with certain things, and they tried to nerf the gobblegum system with the elixirs, but they nerfed it way too hard and made the elixirs completely pointless to use. Like, I remember never ever using them. I think I had like some good ones too. Like, I think I had like the perkaholic ones. I just never used them. Just didn't care. I felt the cooldowns were dumb. The fact that you can only have 4 of them, like being able to activate them at the same time was kind of cool, but like, I just didn't really fuck with it.
Sorry, being able to choose which one you want to activate, not activating multiple at the same time.
They definitely tried to create a resurgence in zombies with Cold War. When Cold War came out, I remember playing a lot of it with D Machine. I think the fact that it was knocked was actually really exciting at the time. Getting on and playing it and seeing how they changed the map, or I guess like implemented knocked into the map, was really cool. I like D Machine. Definitely a smaller map, but I think it fits its purpose like really well. But everything after D Machine in Cold War, I believe, was a reused asset from either a fire-based dirty bomb map in Outbreak, which is, that's COD Zombies' most popular, like, ever played game mode, if you didn't know that, which blows my mind, because personally, I think Outbreak sucks. I think it's boring, and I don't like how big and open the map is with just going to do the little objectives. It's just not what I'm used to. Like, if you like it, that's totally fine, but I just personally don't like it. So, Firebase Z, Mauer Toten, and the Forsaken, I know all of those are reused assets from the campaign missions, which just, it felt like Zombies was just kind of a tacked on like game mode. They had an idea with D Machine, and they were like, okay, great, we're gonna redo Noct, we're gonna create this new storyline, it's gonna be really cool. I think the Dark Ether storyline was interesting. I don't like the fact that you weren't able to play as a set crew, and I didn't like the operators. It just felt like there was a big piece of the soul of the game mode missing from it. You had the repetition of, oh yeah, I'm getting in, you're going through the motions, you're shooting zombies, you're getting your points, you're upgrading, and you're either surviving until you can't, or implemented with Cold War, you're exfilling, which is a great implementation, by the way. There is just that heart that was missing from it, and the only map I believe that actually had that was D Machine, because it was the only one specifically crafted for the game mode.
Now, I'm not saying I didn't like the other maps. I actually liked Mauer Toten a lot. I thought that map was actually better than D Machine in terms of like the day-to-day playing on it, just because it was not just Nocturne and Toten with a little bit of extra stuff like thrown in there. But I do think that, not having a handcrafted map definitely does take away from it, but that's just me.
And I think Call of Duty Zombies is actually hitting somewhat of a renaissance in Black Ops 6. So if you've played it, I'd actually love to know how you feel about it, especially if you're into zombies as much as I am, because it's really fun. I'm loving my time with it. I'm grinding the shit out of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have Nebula already. I've been grinding Black Ops 6. Okay, like I'm loving it. I think the fact that they're added directed mode is pretty cool for people who can't do the Easter eggs alone and don't want to go on YouTube and look up a Mr. Waffle's no nonsense guide. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I've been using it to grind headshots and camos. That's my use for it. So I'm glad Treyarch added it for some sweaty grinding, even though that wasn't its intended purpose. So going over to the maps though, when Black Ops 6 was showed at COD Next over a couple months ago, and all the streamers got hands-on with the zombies mode, I remember watching Mr. Dalek JD, and he was just kind of like meandering around the town, and I was like, what is even going on? Like, this is just kind of weird looking. It felt like I was watching a Cold War map. Like, the game kind of looked like it was just taking a campaign asset or like a Warzone asset and just threw it on there. I don't think all the hate that it was getting was completely deserved, because I was just looking at round-based zombies again and was like, yeah, oh my god, there it is. Like, oh, give it a chance, give it a chance. And I'm honestly glad I didn't like completely write the map off and be like, this is about to be the worst map in the game, because actually playing Liberty Falls, I think I've played it more than Terminus. Like, I like it. It's just a fun, chill, get on and play. Like, comparing it to BO3, where you have like everything you could want in terms of like finding Easter eggs, doing side objectives, having a larger play space, and having it feel more like a scary kind of atmosphere. You have that with Terminus, kind of like how Shadows of Evil had it in BO3. But then you have your Duries, the giant equivalent, with your Liberty Falls. Just a small scale, kind of chilled out map where there's not really a bunch of stuff to do. There's still some stuff sprinkled in there for you to have fun with, but for the most part, it's just like, it's a chill time. I think there are some things to address with BO6 zombies that I think if they were actually changed, it would be such a good game mode. Like, I think it would be like maybe like third or fourth, like on my list for favorite games, only being behind BO3, BO2, and Infinite Warfare. I love Infinite Warfare. I'll say it again, I'm glazing it. So the things that I would like to be changed personally, the weapon damage is such an like, it's a criminal drop off at round 31. Like, if you've played it and you've gone around 31, you know what I'm talking about. That shit is like the beginning of God of War 1 when Kratos jumps off the cliff, dude. Like, it is insane how much it fucking drops off. It's actually like depressing. Like, I'm trying to grind headshots or whatever, can't do it past round 30 because my guns do no damage. The amount of specials that spawn, like the manglers, it's just like, it's to the point where they're just like constantly shooting you, you're getting hit all the time. Like, I understand like it's supposed to be challenging, but the fact that like my gun can't fight back against the 10,000 things shooting back at me is just kind of a disappointment. It's just kind of irritating, and I don't know, I just wish my guns did a bit more. Also, specifically on Terminus, the elite zombies, the amalgams, they are real cool, but holy shit, they are annoying. The amount of times I've just been grabbed by them, like, it's just like, it pisses me off, takes me out of the flow. Like, I know it's supposed to be challenging, and I think they've fixed most of the bugs. Like, I know there was a bug when it like grabbed you and pulled you in, it would just kill you in one hit. That's happened to me a couple times. That's not fun. The abominations, those things, man, we need a community agreement to remove the abominations. Okay, we need the OG Margwas back. We don't need this like crazy tanky fucking laser beam thing. Definitely a reused asset because they didn't really have anything else to throw on there from Cold War, which, I mean, as long as it's just on Liberty Falls, that's totally fine. But I really don't want to be playing Citadel de Mort and see like 10 fucking manglers and an abomination on the map, okay? Like, I know it's been speculated that we're going to be getting a mimic and some other kind of monster. I know there's like a t-shirt or something that's out right now promoting Citadel de Mort that has like the new alleged special zombie that might be in the game that looks pretty cool. And I'm really holding on to hope for that. I think that map's going to be like DE2, man. Like, I think we might be hitting another golden age personally, but we will have to wait and see. Another thing I really hope they start implementing better in the new maps is our set crew we have. I like the characters. I like them in Cold War. Maya's my new favorite character. I play her in every game. I like what she's doing. I liked her involvement in the Terminus Easter egg with her brother Nathan, and her story and everything is really interesting.
It feels like you're just playing with operators. They're not really saying anything of value that's related to the map, and most of it is just kind of like nonsense, kind of babble. Like when you hit the box, she says like the same like two things, and they're just kind of annoying, and like every character is like that. So it's not specifically just for Maya, but yeah, I just hope they make the characters feel less like operators and more like a cast. We just really haven't had that feeling yet, at least for me. Also, remove the fucking pause timer. It's terrible. Take it out. Take it out. It's shit.
The field upgrade system from Cold War is also back, and I think it's really, really fucking cool. I loved it in Cold War. It's pretty much the exact same in Black Ops 6, but there's new ones. Frenzied Guard is definitely my favorite one. I love it so much. It basically just makes you immortal, especially with the augments and stuff that allow you to just like shoot infinitely. You just can't die. It's just impossible.
Also, they perfected augments. They're so good. Augments on ammo types, augments on the field upgrades, and augments on your perks. They're all good. They all make your game just so much more enjoyable to play. They're just so good. They perfected it. It's so awesome. I can't wait to see the new perks and all the new stuff, all the new augments, especially if we're getting Vulture Aid back, which really hoping for, or like Mule Kick. God, we need Double Tap. Like Double Tap needs to be in the game, but also Tombstone, like all of the augments. I can't wait to see them all.
I think Black Ops 6 is in a really good spot right now. I'm really excited for the future of it. I think this game's going to be really good. I think I'm looking forward to Citadel Day more very much. I'm really hoping the leaks are true about the elemental swords, about the wonder weapons being a set of 4 elemental swords. We haven't had a set of 4 elemental wonder weapons in a long time. I think the last one was Ancient Evil. I could be wrong though. Maybe there's a newer game that I haven't played. Because if there's one in Vanguard, apologies for the 10 Vanguard players there for disrespecting your game, but I doubt there is a set of 4 wonder weapons. Let me know if you guys are liking BO6 down in the comments, because I'm having a good time with it. All right, cool. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.